Don't look now, but things around here are heating up. No, actually, do look. Anyway, continue. That's right. Things are indeed heating up around here in the studio today. In fact, you know, if you've seen the thumbnail, and I imagine some of you have, you know what we're getting into today. We've got three, count them, three bags of chips today. From Samyang, the folks who do Buldak noodles, you know, we've dabbled with those a little. They've got a line of chips, and they're spicy, supposedly. And if they're as spicy as the noodles are, I don't know, man. But you know what? We're not going to know just talking about it. So let's dig into what we got here. Today we've got the Buldak original flavor, also the habanero lime, and finally quattro cheese, which my rudimentary Spanish tells me is 4 cheeses. That's a lot of cheeses and potentially a lot of spice. Let's start out with the original. Let's just, you know, see what we're working with. Have a baseline for heat, for spice. Even see if these are, you know, if these chips are even worth chipping, you know? I'm hoping there's a little bit of thickness to them. I hate, you know, as you all, you know, I don't like the thin, wispy chips. We do make an exception around here for the Pringles because, you know, they're a potato snack. But, you know, potato chips, I want them thicker. I want them crispy. Sometimes the ridged ones are good. You know, a kettle cooked kind of thing. Like wispy Lays, meh. Anyway, let's give this a, whoa. Let's give this a smell. There was a lot of smell coming out of here. But on closer inspection, it kind of smells like barbecue almost. And weak barbecue at that. Yeah. Looks wise, they're, I don't know. They're not quite a kettle cook. They're not wispy, thin, sad Lays. Looking at you. Somewhere in between. It's got a decent amount of coating on there. This thing is pretty red. Look at that. Pretty red. Let's give it a taste. It's very salty. Oh. And it is spicy. It does kind of have, oh, that coat's on the way down. It does kind of have a bit of a barbecue kind of flavor to it. Not super tangy, ketchup-y kind of barbecue, just your basic barbecue kind of chip. Oh, man, that's spicy. Oh, look at the coating on that. All right. Wow. Yeah. You know, I guess I didn't notice here, the original is spicy chicken flavored. But in our experience with these spicy chicken flavored noodles, they don't taste like chicken. They mostly just taste like pain. Exactly. Which, I don't know, maybe pain tastes like chicken. You tell me, what does pain taste like? Yeah. Huh. Wow. I'm a 2 in, and since we got more to do, I think that's a good sampling. Are these any good? Straight out of the gate, the Buldak original flavor, spicy chips there, are they any good? Yeah. I'm going to say they are. They definitely do what it says there on the tin, which is, oh, I don't know, make an angry chicken fella here. But yeah, those are spicy. And the flavor, again, is barbecue-ish. It's pretty good. It's not chicken, but it's all right. Yeah. Let's try, however, habanero lime. Again, spicy chicken flavor. Yeah. Now, I will say, of the three, this is the one I was least excited to try, only because living here in the desert, as I do, and some of you may know that, everything here is chili lime. It's all chili lime. I'm trying to make sure this bag doesn't go everywhere. One sec. All right, so went and got some scissors, as we do, and I got into that bag. And you know, my buddy Beanzie was telling me something not too long ago. You guys know Beanzie. Yeah, that guy. He was telling me, you know those puppy sort of Asian chip bags, they're meant to be open this way. Which I guess kind of makes sense, you know, rip it and pull it open that way, but I don't know. I'll just grab scissors. I like it like this. Anyway, so I think as I was saying, I said everything here in the desert is chili lime. It's chili lime everything. So I wasn't too excited for this flavor profile, but I also realized, you know, not everybody has chili lime everything. So it's okay. We'll make do. So habanero lime, spicy chicken flavor. This smells like a ramen packet seasoning sort of thing. Yeah, maybe this smells chicken. Maybe. Looks wise, same kind of chips, a little bit lighter color to them, not quite as angry red as the original. But yeah, still quite a bit of seasoning on there. Oh. These have a tartness to them. That lime that's really coming through. But strangely, not all that spicy. No. In fact, I'm not really getting much spice at all. See if I can find one that looks extra coated. Something that is just covered. I have a lot of broken bits in here. Always the fun of potato chips, I suppose. You know, they're all about the same amount of coating on here. Well, there's a sliver, but it's got quite a bit on there. Yeah. They smell like chicken. They taste like lime. And I'm not really getting the spice, not getting the heat out of this one. So those other ones, the original, we noticed right away. This one, not so much. Even with the fun, like lemon or lime, lime, and habanero picture there, it's mostly limes. So are these any good? The Buldak habanero lime flavored chips, are they any good? I'm going to say no. I know. Maybe that's a little controversial. Maybe. But they've got a good flavor to them. But again, we've got fire breathing, we've got flames here on the back. We've got, in general, the promise that they bring the spice. And yeah, I like the flavor of these, but it's just not happening, man. No. But maybe, just maybe, quattro cheese will wrap this up nicely. See if I can get into here without finding wherever those scissors went. No. Be right back. All right, well, we're back with a bit of cutting action, as we do. And we've got that quattro cheese bag open, the spicy chicken, artificially flavored. I just keep focusing on that. I guess because, it's the chicken. It's supposed to be chicken flavored, I guess. Let me give this a smell. It's definitely cheesy in the sense of I think we've had some other chips like this before that were kind of like mac and cheese powder. You know the powder that you get out of the mac and cheese? Yeah, that one. It's a bit like that. Yeah. Looks wise, they've got kind of that yellowy orange like processed cheese powder, American cheese slices, but quite a bit of coating on those, as they've all been fairly coated. Let's hope there's some spice in here. Well, they've got a cheesiness to them, like if you just, dipped your fingers into that cheese packet, that powdered cheese stuff. There is a little bit of spice though. It's subtle and it's just starting to creep in. But I gotta say, it's kind of a weird flavor. That bit of cheese with the spicy chicken makes us using a lot of air quotes. Huh. That spice is kind of creeping up though. I will give them that. Yeah. So, yeah, just a little bit of spice. So, are these any good? The last of the three, the quattro cheese Buldak spicy chips, are these any good? They taste kind of weird, man. They are spicy. I'm definitely getting a spicy effect here. I'm really sweaty in here too, which that's not helping. But yeah, it's a weird flavor, man. That whatever artificial chicken flavor and the quattro cheese, I don't know, makes it all sort of one weird cheese. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not digging that. Really, if you come across these, that's the one to get. Get the original. Get the shiny red bag. Or, if you get the other ones, let me know what you thought. Maybe I'm out there, man. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe you like weird cheese. But that's going to do it here for me today, folks. I got to get a fan and something to drink and probably back into these chips. But I'm going to see all of you folks here next time.